What's going on, everybody? Thank you very much for tuning in again for your political updates. Remember, please follow and subscribe for more. When those of us that supported Donald Trump did so, we did because of the team that he had assembled around him. We knew that with a team like this, we weren't going to get involved in the forever wars. We knew where these people stood when it came to international affairs, when it came to the economy, when it came to things that were important to us. Now that Trump is in the White House and, certain aspects of government have gotten their interests before him, we need those people like the Tucker Carlson, like the Tulsi Gabbard, like Vivek, like RFK and JD. We need those people to tap the president on the shoulder and say, hey, let's remember what we promised the people.
President will start a war with Iran because he has absolutely no ability to negotiate. He's weak and he's ineffective.
Hey, let's remember that when we say America first, we mean America's interests first, not everybody else's. Listen to this clip from Tulsi Gabbard many, many years ago.
Do you think the Iraq War was worth it?
No.
Do you think that our involvement in Syria has been worth it?
No. The United States should not be intervening to overthrow these dictators and these regimes that we don't like Assad, like Saddam Hussein, like Gaddafi, and like Kim Jong-un. There are bad people in the world, but history has shown us that every time the United States goes in and topples these dictators we don't like, trying to act as the world's police, we end up increasing the suffering of the people in these countries. We end up causing loss of life, both American lives and the lives of people in these countries. We end up undermining our own security. What to speak of the trillions of dollars of taxpayer money that's spent on these wars that we need to be using right here at home.
I would agree.
That is what I voted for when Tulsi came aboard to support Donald Trump. I wanted her to bring her, uninterventionist mindset to the table. And as head of the DNI, I hope that she is doing her part to say, hey, look, Mr. President, the intelligence doesn't support what these people are saying. All right. I mean, you have people like Lindsey Graham wanting us to go to war against Iran, wanting us to just hop in the middle of that. Listen to what he said.
Diplomacy is not successful, and we left with the option of force. I would urge President Trump to go all in to make sure that when this operation is over, there's nothing left standing in Iran regarding their nuclear program. If that means providing bombs, provide bombs. If that means
busting bombs,
whatever bombs. If it means flying with Israel, fly with Israel. The worst possible outcome for the world is to take the Iranian nuclear program on and leave it standing. That will be a disaster.
No, that is not what we want. We don't want the people who've never served that are quick to say, send people to go fight in war. Okay? No, we want to hear from the people like JD, people like Tulsi Gabbard, people who have served that understand that when you send somebody to war, somebody's child is not coming back. When you send somebody to war, someone is going to die. All right? It's easy to send other people's relatives, other people's children, other people's parents, other people's family members to go fight a war. It's easy for that to happen when it's not you. So let's not listen to these people. And I'm glad that Tucker said what he said. Listen to what Tucker said.
This is crazy. What's the end game here? The end game, of course, is to topple the regime and just have this 90 million person civil war and further destroy Europe and the world. And it's like, we're not doing that again. We've already been through this. We're not doing that again. And this is big boy stuff. This is not Gaza. And I never say anything about Gaza because I really tried, very offended by it. They blew up a church in Gaza with my money. I'm a Christian. Like, no. How about no? I said one thing about that, man. I've never heard the end of it. But I've tried to stay away from Gaza. But now we're talking about a huge country. We're talking about Southwest Asia, one of the biggest energy producers
and
in
an
the world.
ancient civilization. This is not.
Also, since you're not going to convince me that the Iranians, I'm not a Shiite. I'm not like on the side of the Shiite clerics. I'm a freaking Episcopalian. Settle down. However, you're not going to convince me that the Iranian people are my enemy. Again, we're going down this here. Here's who you're required to hate. It's Orwell, man. I'm a free man. You're not telling me who I have to hate. I'll decide who I like and don't like on the basis of my values and what I believe my interests are. They spent, 5 years telling me Vladimir Putin is your enemy. No, he's not. I'm not mad at Vladimir Putin. Tell me why I should be. I'm mad at you. You know what I mean? This is like, whatever. It's all so fake. I'm not.
So this is what we voted for, and I'm glad people are speaking up to at least. It's hard to drown out people that are pro-war, but at least they're able to add some context to the conversation. At least they're able to add a different perspective. All right? And if I'm going to do anything, I'm going to add my perspective to the conversation as well, because God has blessed me with a voice to do so. So let's let cooler heads prevail. Let's not be quick to go to war. Let's remember what happened when a nuclear bomb was actually dropped on innocent people. All right, and let's not be quick to go to war. We have people talking about regime change in Iran. Are you serious? We've tried this multiple times, and those places where we went to bring regime change are still in conflict. Look at Libya. Look at Iraq. Look at Afghanistan. All right, and the list goes on and on. Look at Haiti, for goodness sakes. We've been picking and choosing the leaders of that country, and it's still a mess. It is not for us to determine who should lead other people. It's for those people to determine who should lead them. All right, listen. We're done with the forever wars. We want people to make money. We want the economy to do well. We don't want more wars. Remember, guys, follow and subscribe. Thanks again for tuning in.